Hey, Scorpio. All right, well, to start off, I'm not ignoring you. All right, I tried to upload previous readings and I did it on a different device. So the last 3 readings I did, which you were one of them, did not come through, and I apologize for that. So maybe it just wasn't meant to be. At the time. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. But here are your messages for this time. And I'm recording this July 10th. And again, this is for Scorpio. So I'm going to do something different here. I only have a few cards laid out, but Scorpio, I want to do something a little bit more, not focus on the cards. I was just going to do an intuitive reading and have it on me, the camera on me, but I have no makeup on. So we're just going to have to deal. All right. Scorpio. I really am feeling you gotta keep your eyes peeled, all right? Now, this isn't anything serious. I just feel like it's with a group of people, friend-wise, who they hurt you in the past, or they did something that was unforgiving in the past. They may have always been a drama queen, or they may have told lies, or they may have manipulated you, Scorpio, in some way or another. I just feel like you're dealing with a person or a group of people who pretend to be your friend, and then you find out that they were just using you for something, or that they were lying the whole time. So that's what I'm saying, keep your eyes peeled, because it really is a strong message for you. Now, not everybody is going to be like that, okay? But I feel like you would already know who this is, Maybe you just don't talk to somebody in 3 months, right? You haven't heard from them in a couple months, and then they pop up and they're being friends. It's like nothing even ever happened. And this can be with whoever, or all of a sudden you're seeing somebody be unusually nice to you, and at first you don't see that there's a problem. At first you don't realize anything weird is going on, but then they start to actually talk to you. It could be a time where it's just you and this person, or you could hear it through the grapevine, or you could just hear something or sense something, but you'll know when it happens. And I don't feel like this is love. I really don't. I feel like this is, actually, it's, if you're a female, I feel like it's a female, those kind of friends. If you're a male, it's a male friend. And you get along with this person. They're not a bad person. You just always know that they have other intentions in mind. They never actually went out and treated you. I actually take that back, okay? Because for some of you guys, they did, treat you cruelly. But anyways, so this can just lead to a situation where you just catch them red-handed. You have a conversation with them, or like I said before, you hear it through the grapevine, or it really is just something that you feel, intuitively, psychically. There's something that you feel, and you start to notice it because they're asking you certain questions, or they're acting a certain way. So what is it that they're trying to get from you, And it could be maybe not a big deal to them, but for you, I think it gets frustrating. So it's not going to lead into a bunch of drama, I don't believe. It's just really the way you handle it. So that is going to, pop up for you with the same sex friends, or just any friends, I guess, in general. Another thing that's weird, at work, it's kind of like the situation, but not really. There's going to be somebody who has, or who thinks they have more authority than you. And it almost feels like whatever you've been doing, and it feels like it has been in work, or even if you're a creative person, this group that you get together with, these people that you see, where it's like your other home, you see them on a day-to-day basis. That's why I say work, because really it's it is a part of your routine. You do see these people a lot. You do deal with this situation a lot. So it almost seems like there's somebody who feels like they have more authority than you. And I feel like just during this time, they're going to be getting under your skin. The things that they say, it's like they become too comfortable. And that's weird because they've become too comfortable in their environment, and they're saying things, or they're, for example, they're trying to one up you. It's just someone like in the work, I want to say, like, quote unquote work situation, that is getting under your skin. They're honestly like they're annoying you like really bad because they feel like you maybe even owe them something, or they feel like they have control over you. And it sucks because at the same time, I feel like for a lot of my Scorpios have been doing a lot of hard work. And in previous, it could start up again now too, where right now a lot of you guys are really doing a lot of hard work, and you're, either at work or you're working on something, but something besides your home life is taking up a lot of your time, and you're putting energy into it, and, you're expecting good outcomes for it because you have been pretty awesome. I must say, you've been pretty awesome about whatever you've been doing, right? It's been taking up a lot of your time. You're feeling good about it. There's days that you're drained. There's days that you need a break. And I feel like that's okay because you deserve that. And it's almost like every time you kind of take a break or you need some time to yourself, it just seems like there's some kind of a gap here that, you're doing the right thing, but somebody is trying to one-up you or replace you. And then when you go ahead and step into that situation, they're actually kind of pissing you off, right? So that's another thing I'm feeling. So if there is a person in your life, too, this is also showing through. If there's a person in your life who is being weird when they talk to you, it's almost like they're trying to get their point across, and I feel like they have a lot of feelings, they have a lot of emotions, and it comes off very strong. It comes off, sometimes it can come off almost phony, where they're too happy, or it comes off really dark, and I feel like you can understand the dark side, but when they come off like this really happy person, like, I feel like that they're trying to block something out. So I just want you to know that there is somebody in your life who I think really does want to conversate with you. And the weird part of it is that I think you need to bring up the not so good things that are happening. And I know it's a very strange message because whoever this person, it can be a mom, it can be a sister or a brother or someone who's very close to you. And they're pretending like everything's okay, and I feel like somehow this is affecting you as well. So maybe you guys, are going through the same situation, or you felt this kind of thing before. So it is popping through with your reading, so it is very important for you to just actually talk to them, and don't get like too mad when they have these ideas, because I feel like you're happy when they have these ideas, when they're spontaneous and they're really uplifting. But I just want you to know that there is some person who's probably older than you in your life who is going through something else, and I think they're pulling the wool over everyone's eyes because they're trying to make it seem like it's okay. So there needs to be a conversation there that takes place. And it has to be not even a heart-to-heart. I think it just has to be some truth, And this person might get upset, or they might get angry, or they might see that truth from you, but it's something you need to do. And honestly, I feel like you need to speak the truth with somebody in your life, because if you don't, things are just going to keep going on in like this fantasy land. I know it sounds really weird, okay, but yeah. So the good news here, I know I'm not trying to get so deep. I'm trying to make your reading longer because I really do feel bad because I did miss out on you guys last month. But so the good news here is that you have some changes coming up. Now, whatever you've been kind of like waiting for and it's been taking longer than usual, there's been good news that you've either been wanting or you've been expecting to hear. I think it's both ways. There's something that you've been really wanting to hear happen. I think you get that news and it's good news, and it doesn't only affect you, but it affects the people around you as well, but it all comes off as really good news. So it gives you like a little bit of spark of hope, and it really does. It gives you a spark of hope. But then there's something that comes up that's taking forever to manifest itself out. Like, you've just been waiting forever for whatever, this thing to happen or this opportunity to present itself, and it's not. And I think it's like draining you because you're always worried about it. You're always thinking about it, and it's going to change. It really is, Scorpio. It's telling you something here is going to change, and you're in only the beginning stages. And I think that is what's hard for you to accept, is because you're only in the beginning phases of things changing, but it is changing. Okay? The biggest thing here it's telling you to do is to do things that make you happy. I know it sounds really corny, but it's telling you to stick close with family. Keep making memories, keep laughing, right? Because, sometimes when we start a new chapter, it has to affect others, it has to affect other things, other situations, it has to affect other people in order for them, and other things to align up perfectly for you to make it a happy situation. So it's like, just wait it out. And during that time you're waiting it out, have fun. Like, don't be thinking about all the bads and all the negatives, because that's not the right thing to do. If you keep worrying too much, because there's something here that you're worrying about, and it just keeps creeping into your thoughts. Maybe even you're having weird dreams about somebody, or you're having weird dreams about something, or when you're in a certain situation, or you're around a certain person, it's giving you anxiety, those kind of things. But it's telling you to not hold those too close to your heart, because you're in the beginning process of change. So you have to wait until other people, other circumstances, and timing all aligns up with you, so it can be that really good moment, all right? There's a reason why things happen, so just be patient. So this is kind of telling you here about kind of advice, and this was a different reading, and I know, maybe this is darker for some people than others, but this is what I do. So here's your 2 little bonus cards, and I dig it. Unexpected communication, okay? I like this card. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So when you're feeling less fortunate, here it goes. Here's the wheel. It's going to spin in your favor. Again, it takes some time. This is actually the Fate card, which people don't understand. So let that kind of sink in, that everything is for a reason, and whatever is going on, it's fate. Maybe you didn't even it looks like you didn't even have to do anything or say anything to be involved in the situation. It just kind of unfolded that way. But important conversations are still coming to take place. Those yes or no answers that you've been waiting for are going to be apparent. And if somebody or something is ignoring you, then let that ignore you, okay? Because it wasn't meant to make you happy in the end. If that's your scenario, if something or somebody isn't around, or you're not hearing from that situation or that person, or, something's just not unfolding the way you want it to, trust me, it's fate. Because if that situation would have popped up in your life and you would have had it when you wanted it, it wouldn't have led to happy things. It actually would have made you very sad, and then you would have had to went through a whole different change to rewrite a chapter that wasn't even meant to be in the first place. So, Scorpio, that was for you. I love you guys, and I will see you soon.